Hi everyone, George here. This is my first video I'm doing on my orchids, and I kind of just wanted to be able to share them with people. So let's start off with this one. This is a Dendrobium nobile. It's a Dend Comet King Akatsuki. I've had it for a few months. Actually, I got it in flower at a Orchid Society sale, and yeah, so when the flowers all fell off, I just kind of put it down in my basement, and it had a little bit of sunlight because I put it by a window, and it was like consistently like in the 50s, and I kind of stopped watering it for a while, and now that the temperatures are coming up a little bit, I decided to just bring it back up and just start giving it a little bit of water here and there. It's got some growths, as you can see, and it's got another one right here. I don't know if you can see that. Right here I have a cutting I took like a year and a half ago. It's a hibiscus. Right here I have a jade plant that I got from my wife. I've had this for about, I guess, a year and a half. And right here, these are some little cuttings that I took off a jade that we had that it started to go south. It got sick, and yeah, this is what's left of that. But anyway, that's the jade, and it's doing pretty well after a year and a half, and it's growing slowly. But yeah, it's kind of cool. We'll see what it does this summer when it starts getting more light. Okay, here I've got a Phalaenopsis. It's a species. It's called the Hieroglyphica. I've had this one for about 3 years, and I got this one off of orchids.com, and yeah, so I got it mature. It wasn't in spike or anything, and it didn't do anything for about almost a year, and then it started to throw out this little spike, and then it just kind of stopped, and it didn't do anything else. So I just I don't know, I just cut the spike off, and I just assumed it was like every other orchid, but then I mean every other Phalaenopsis, but I read somewhere that some of the species Phalaenopsis, they'll reflower off the spike that they threw up the previous year. So that was kind of like, that was a little bit of a learning, a lesson learned, I guess. So I've repotted this one once. I just put in some new media because the media it was in it wasn't too good. It's got some fresh sphagnum moss, and it's got that's actually just a thin dressing. It's got I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like some bark mix in there too. But it's doing pretty well. So we'll see what it does. And here I've got it's kind of a cheap little greenhouse that I got from IKEA. It was like about $20. But I put a thermometer in there, and it's been about 70 degrees. And I've got a Phalaenopsis bellina. It's a double trouble bellina. And these three are actually, that one right there is the Takakuma Neophanetia falcata. I got that in I don't know, I hit kind of a learning curve. Pretty much all the roots died, but it's starting to kind of come back. I saw a little nub in there, so I think it's coming back. And this one's doing pretty good. I got this one off of eBay. Actually, I got both of these off of eBay. This one came and it was flowering, and it's got a nice root system. And I decided to pot it up like traditional style. So I'm pretty happy with my first job. And this is a Cattleya Trine Coruelia. Can't really pronounce it very well, but I've had this one for about 1.5 years as well. I'm really excited to see when this one's gonna flower. I know it's pretty young, but it's been growing. It's been really consistent. When I first got it, it came on a slab of cedar. It was mounted, and it was just really drying out too quickly, and some of the roots were just drying out. So I went ahead and I just put it in a pot, and the roots just kind of like started taking off, and it's been growing a lot better since then. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. And right here I've got this I really don't know what it is. It might be a Cattleya, but I don't know, I could be wrong. I got this one from Larry's Orchids. It was on the ugly duckling section. So those are orchids that they get that they don't have any tags, they have no ID. So it was perfectly healthy, but I don't know, we'll see what type of flower it comes out. We'll see. I'm really excited to see when it blooms eventually, at some point, someday. Here I have a Vanda. It's a Pachara's Delight. I got this one in a basket, and it didn't seem like it was doing too well. But I decided to put it in a pot and a bark mix. I just water it once every couple of days, because that bark mix, it stays pretty damp. It's not wet, but damp. I know they like to have some humidity, so you can kind of see one of the roots. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but there it is. That's one of the roots there. It's still nice and green. And here I have a Encyclia alata. It started to get like I think probably some type of fungus, and I had to cut some of the leaves back. I was finally able to stop it. I put some cinnamon on it. I took it out, replanted it, and sprayed it down with some I think like 2 parts hydrogen peroxide. So we'll see if it comes. It's still alive. It's holding on. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, my house hasn't been very conducive to orchid growing, and I don't know. I think we're moving down to Virginia, so I'm gonna make sure that I get a nice room with sunlight. That's on my wish list for for our next home. We're actually moving this summer. So yeah, but thanks for watching my video, and I think I'll be making more videos, so if you decide to follow me, if you have any comments or suggestions, please go ahead and leave those for me. I'll welcome any kind of advice that you can offer. Thanks, guys.